That is a stiff trigger, and you know it. You know it to be true. Let's find out if we can do anything about that without having to pay money. See, right down the middle. See that little thing turning? It only goes to a certain point and then stops. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to just shave this bolt off with a Dremel. I don't really like doing this, but I'm going to. If I decrease the outer diameter of this blade here, cutting this to kind of dull this blade. This is hardened like carbon steel. Got it a little bit smaller. Let's see how it fits in there now. Okay, that will do. Let's hit it up on the vise, I guess. Some chunks of cardboard to kind of pad this so the vise doesn't chew up my lower receiver. I'm not going to tighten it down too tight, just literally to stabilize it so I can do the work. I'm going to really try to stabilize my body. Take it slow. Oh, it's going to feel so good to have this little stupid piece in my hands. There it is, boys and girls. I'm just going to cut the rest of this off with a Dremel tool. Fuck you! Anyway, so here is your trigger pack. You got your hammer. We'll let that forward. Let's try popping the hammer out first. There's a hammer. Hammer spring, whatever. I'll figure that shit out later. This is the spring we're trying to address right here, but there we go. So this spring right here is why it's ridiculous to pull your trigger. I'm going to try to bend this spring with some pliers, maybe the vise, and we're going to see if we can get this to lighten up a little bit. So I'm going to recommend putting the pin around it so it can't get too small for the pin. So that's about as bent as it gets before it's like horizontal. So let's try to reassemble this. Let's go from the top. Okay. Let's thread this in first. Okay. And then put the little spacer doodad. And we'll thread it all the way to that point. Now, put that spring back there. And try to get this disconnector to work with us here. Okay, that's simple. Put that little spring-a-doo in there. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Okay, get in there, pin. This is the little trigger portion. Now remember this kind of went under here, and I think that spring was engaged with it. We'll find out soon. Let's go ahead and put this pin through here. Okay, work that in there. Okay, we got that. The trigger feels noticeably lighter. Let's put it back in here and find out if I am crazy. I know I am a little bit crazy, but let's find out how crazy I am. There we go. Okay. Put our set screw in there. Don't over tighten this, just snug it up. It would have no reason to work itself out, I don't think. Just snug and back off a little bit. Now we're going to find a screw that fits in there. Put a bit in there and screw it down. It's a fairly standard thread pattern that's used in airsoft and firearms. You should be able to find the part pretty easy. But let's reassemble this now that I have it fully back together, you know, so to speak, and see what we're working with here. Oh yeah, it is night and day. I mean, I'd have to put some serious effort into that before. That's awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look at how to do this without having to pay money. Have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.